Today's rant is on the whole Nicki Minaj versus Iggy Azalea comparison. We all know these two both have beef with each other for some reason. I don't know why they do. Ever since Iggy rose to fame, that is when these two have shown hatred towards one another. Now, I watched a Nicki Minaj interview where Nicki talks about Iggy, saying she respects her. Iggy respects Nicki. Nicki even gave Iggy a shout out. Basically, the interview was from a few years ago before Iggy was even ever heard of. Iggy rose to fame since last year, so no one never heard of her in 2012, 2013. The first time I heard about her was from a video about the Notorious B.I.G.'s 40th birthday back in May 2012. Iggy was talking about how she would love to hear just one more album by Biggie. She also said it is always sad when someone brings up his birthday, which makes her think about the whole what could have been if Biggie did not die. The video featured other whack rappers such as Flo Rida, Mac Miller. I mean, it's great those rappers were showing respect for Biggie and all, but there were no good rappers featured, just the ones who sucked balls. I'm guessing Nicki dislikes Iggy due to her hype and popularity, that she's afraid that she'll be old news, making sure Iggy doesn't get in the way. Oh, boo hoo, Nicki, who cares? Nicki also dissed Iggy Azalea at the 2014 BET Awards while doing her speech saying, when you hear Nicki Minaj spit, you know Nicki Minaj wrote it. Followed by her saying, oh, no, no, no shade, no shade, no shade. I'm like, shut up, Nicki. You don't know what you're talking about. Overall, this Nicki Minaj versus Iggy Azalea comparison is useless and a bunch of bullcrap. What's the point? They both suck ass. End of story. This is like someone asking, which is more gross, boogers or poop that comes out of our butts? It doesn't matter. Both are gross in its own gross way. You have people say things like, oh, who's better, Nicki Minaj or Iggy Azalea? People will say something like, Nicki all the way, she's the queen. Definitely Nicki, she's real. If they choose Nicki or Iggy, some of them will say, F Nicki, F Iggy, she ain't crap. Iggy is more popular, but Nicki has better skill sets. Seriously? Seriously. Both of them are popular. Then there's the who's hotter, Nicki or Iggy. Nicki could spit when she was in the underground, but sold her soul to the devil. She figured that if she wasn't getting recognition in the underground, she knew she would sell her soul by sounding like trash, not to mention get plastic surgery on her butt so people can worship her fake plastic ass non-stop. Nicki should have been gone 3 years ago when she did that stupid whole song. 2 months ago, Nicki was everywhere on TV like Jimmy Kimmel, etc. She was even on Inside the NBA on TNT with Shaquille O'Neal, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. I'm like, why is she on Inside the NBA? Just why? Then they show some tweets from Kobe Bryant and Dwayne Wade. Kobe says, the homegirl at Nicki Minaj album, hashtag the pink print link, hashtag different animal, same beast. Then here's Dwayne Wade's tweet. He goes, y'all make sure to check out at Nicki Minaj and that hashtag pink print album. It's fire. Y'all, who's y'all? Dwayne Wade, you're the man and all, but ain't nobody gonna check out that Pink Print album. I'm not, because I know she sucks. And coming from him, he says it's fire. It is not fire. The only thing that is fire about it is actually burning copies of the album. Next, everyone starts freestyling. Kenny's was all right. Grant Hill had me cracking up trying to rap. Shaq did the best out of everybody. He's better than any of these trash modern mainstream rappers. And Ernie Johnson at the end cracked me up, rapping, then dropping the mic when done. And then I remember one person comment on the video saying, you know, Ernie Johnson's been hanging around with too many black guys. the 90s Ernie Johnson would never make a fool out of himself. Well, you know what? I mean, 90s Ernie Johnson obviously wouldn't make a fool of himself, but apparently now 2010's Ernie Johnson is proud of making a fool of himself for some reason, I guess. I don't know. But I hear what the guy is saying. Iggy Azalea, she's nothing but another Nicki. She's the Nicki Minaj 2.0. Another Barbie. An Australian Barbie, I should say. As for who's hotter, Nicki was gorgeous when she was in the underground. Once she got into the mainstream, she was pretty much going through her Little Kim, Katy Perry, Lady Gaga phase with the whole color wigs, crazy outfits, and her crazy, terrifying expressions like something is wrong with her. She gave me nightmares. Thank goodness she looks like her old self in the underground and she doesn't do those scary ass expressions. Oh my goodness. I mean, Nicki is cute. Her body is nice, especially her hips. She did look good on the inside the NBA. Boobies showing. Her hair looks nice. The makeup on her face looked nice too. I still don't see how anyone can be that attracted to her due to her being so non-talented and having a fake butt. I just don't see how she can be oh so attractive despite her being non-talented and having a fake plastic ass. Iggy Azalea, on the other hand, she has a nice body too, but she has such a bland face. So bland in the face. I'm not saying she has an ugly face or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it is just pretty much bland. Of course, people say Iggy's butt is fake. Coming from Iggy, she says is real. Well, take a gander of this picture of Iggy before and after, and you can be the judge of it. Either way, what's so attractive about her when she has no talent? I'll take the chick that is featuring her song Fancy, Charlie XCX. I'll take Charlie XCX over Iggy any day. Iggy Azalea's current boyfriend, Nick Young of the Lakers, hey, he can have her all he wants. Oh, and speaking of bubble butts, I heard Jennifer Lopez's song was supposed to be titled Big Booty, but then shortened it to just Booty. Like, why? Booty is booty, and J-Lo herself has a big booty. By the way, anyone remember when Snoop Dogg dissed Iggy Azalea, saying she looks like the white chicks that Marlon and Shawn Wayans disguise as in the White Chicks movie? Don't get me wrong. She does. She does look like the white chicks that Marlon and Shawn disguise as. She really does, if you look closely at these pictures. But I wonder why Snoop did it in the first place. I guess he just doesn't like her talent nor her music. And probably due to the fact that all that weed he's been doing for years, it finally fried his brain and made him diss her. And of course, T.I., backed her up. He dissed Snoop Dogg and all that. And of course, Nick Young stood up for Iggy, his boo. Of course, he dissed Snoop Dogg as well. Anyways, this has been my rant. Bottom line is both Nicki and Iggy suck, so there is no need for this comparison. I mean, people act like this is a Foxy Brown versus Lil Kim comparison. Now, that's a comparison. Foxy Brown, so sexy and all chocolate. Where's Foxy Brown? I miss her. I heard she's doing mixtapes now since her hearing isn't that good anymore. Nicki and Iggy need to squash the beef too, especially Nicki, who is now in her early 30s. The girl is 32 and she still is beefing with people. It's like, shouldn't she... isn't she tired of this? Can we all just get along? The media just gives them too much hype and it is totally uncalled for. Can we all just get along? We don't need no freaking beefs. I remember one time Nas and Jay-Z used to have beef. Do they still have beef now? No, they squashed it and let it go, and they're cool now. And we know there was the whole Tupac versus Biggie beef, the whole East Coast, West Coast feud back in the 90s. Look what happened. They both died due to the whole media up their asses and, everybody hyping the whole East Coast, West Coast feud like it was a real freaking war. F the East, F the West. No, we don't need that. No F this, F that. Come on now. Y'all supposed to have fun, make music, not hyping the crap up. We don't need that type of crap up. So Iggy and Nicki, y'all need to squash that beef. It's old. And just do y'all thing and move on. Jeez, OP. Anyways, this has been my rant. Tell me your thoughts. Peace.